You must have seen and used aluminium collapsible tubes for a wide variety of requirements. Have you ever wondered how they are made? The manufacturing of aluminium tubes starts by mixing the aluminium slug, which is about the size of a coin, with lubricating powder in a container. The container is made to spin, causing the powder to coat the aluminium slugs evenly. This makes them prepared for the next step, which is stretching them into tubes. Extrusion process. The aluminium slug is fed into the die, which extrudes it by impact extrusion process, giving it an exterior shape of a tube including the neck, and a cylindrical rod called mandrel, forming the interior of the aluminium tube. This extrusion press roughly forms a completed tube. Trimming and threading process. In this process, threads are cut onto the neck of the aluminium tube by passing each aluminium tube between two synchronized rollers, and a set of stationary blades trims the top of the neck and bottom of the tube. This makes the neck surface smooth and safe to handle. Annealing, making the tube softer. The aluminium tubes, which were hardened in the extrusion process, are heated at high temperature, which makes the tubes malleable and softer for the end usage. Lacquering process. In this process, the softened aluminium tubes are subjected to a nozzle which sprays the inside of the tubes with 2 coats of epoxy lacquer. This creates a protective layer between the aluminium tube and the eventual contents to be filled inside the tube for the end usage. Coating process. A set of rollers apply a coat of polyester-based paint which is flexible when dry, and it is resistant to most solvent and direct sunlight. The painted tubes are moved into an oven for the paint to dry. Printing process. In the printing process, each tube makes a complete rotation against the blanket. The plate applies a colored image and the required information that describes the tube's eventual contents. The tubes are put back into the oven for the ink to dry. Capping. After printing, the aluminium tubes are moved for capping. The capping machine screws the plastic caps on the tubes. Latex, sealant, application, optional. In this process, nozzles spray a strip of sealant inside the open end of the tubes. After the eventual contents are inserted in the tube, the sealant strip acts as a gasket and seals the tube when the end is folded over. For all your aluminium collapsible tube requirements, consider Sona Extrusion Pvt Limited, making the best quality aluminium collapsible tubes since decades.